What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is building my Nissan Z. So right now, what we have done with the Z, we got the 326 Power Wing, official logo right here. Okay, we got the top secret LE 37s made in 2001. Only like 300 to 400 sets were made. We got these ultra rare Volks LE 37 top secret. We got the R1 Concepts etched out rotors. I think it's the E-Line series. We got the status seats. We got the side carbon fiber, red diamond stitch. Of course, airbags. So that's pretty much it. I had this lip over here. I was gonna install it. Got so busy with work and business, I couldn't install it. So this is still for sale, brand new in a box. If anyone is interested, I can ship this out. But yeah, just $100. That's it. I think I paid more than that, but $100 would do. So this is going out. But today's video is unboxing the Pandem Widebody kit. But not only that, we are going to test fit it on the car. We're going to figure out what wheel specs we need to get like a good estimate, because apparently nobody knows what wheel specs the Pandem kit for the Z needs. And then if they do, they don't want to tell you. That's just the way life is, you know, with building cars. People don't want to tell you the secrets. So I'm going to do this video, maybe possibly help you guys figure out what wheel specs you need and what wheel specs I'm going to go for, and see if it works. And if it works, you can follow on to see if, you know, if that's the specs you want to get, if you do decide to go Pandem Widebody kit. Yeah, so my personal opinion is Pandem got the best Widebody kit. I was offered a full sponsorship on a new prototype kit for the Z. It took a few months for me to decide. It's either I get a kit that costs $7,000-8,000 for free, or I hit up Pandem for a partial sponsorship, and I still have to pay money out of my pocket, but I still get a partial sponsorship discount. So what I did was, you know, I waited those few months, and I said, you know what, let me get something I want. You know, I want to put something on the car that, you know, when I look back at it, I'm like, hell yeah, that's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So it's my build. So even though sometimes free could, you know, mean a lot of things financially, if that's not what you want to put on your car, don't do it, because I didn't do it. So we're going to pull this box out, pull it right here, pull out everything. We're just going to pull out one side of the flares, the bumpers. We're going to tape this on. Let's get a good test fit, because I need to know what hardware I need to use to install the kit. I need to know what wheel specs to order. I don't want to install the kit and in 3 months I'm riding with the kit with some weak offset wheels. You know what I mean? I kind of just don't want to roll like that. So I think I want to wait to install the kit, place an order for some wheels, then install it. I already ordered some tools, high TPI blades. I am going to try this replicating saw instead. Usually I use an angle grinder, so I'm going to try that. So the fender's quarter panel is not going to get welded. So I'm either going to screw on what I cut right here, right, trim it, and then seam it or seam seal it, yeah, with the caulker. But it's either I'm doing that or I'll buy a soldering gun, so you can actually metal solder this. So it's the same method as welding, what I've seen, but you know, welding takes a little bit more skill versus soldering. It's not. You're just adding solder to the two to bond together. So I might do that, solder, and then because the solder gun don't cost so much, and you can buy whole strips of the soldering, metal soldering. So you could do that. So you would actually sand down, you know, these edges, so that way it's fine metal, and then for that solder to kick in with both of the metals, will stick there, and you will still seal it, caulk seal it. So Yeah, we'll get into details with all of that, but first things first, let's unbox. All right, guys, the box is open. So it was easy to open because they took out the wing. I didn't get the ducktail because I'm going to rock the 326 power wing. I've seen the Pandem kit on the Supra with a 326 power wing, and that was, one of my best setups I've seen. So I'm going to try that setup with the Z. I believe I'll be the first one rocking 326 power wing and the Pandem kit for the 400. So let's check out what they gave me. Got some stickers. Nice. Rocket Bunny. They gave me a pink key tag though. Not sure how I feel about that. But let's open this up. It's all bubble wrapped. Ooh. Got that front bumper right there. See it? See it? What is this? Oh, dang. Is that a splitter? It looks like a splitter. Alright, let's go ahead and pull out everything. Alright, ladies and gents. I got everything unpackaged. Took me about 30 minutes. Quite a bit, long time. But so we got the front lip right here with the attached splitter. So later on, I'm probably going to carbon fiber that splitter. Like overlay it maybe. Got the front bumper right here. I kind of have a feeling I have to cut the crash bar. I'm not sure, but I'm not test fitting the bumper today because I'm not pulling this all off at all. I just want to tape on the flares and to see what the wheel specs is, but I just have a big feeling I have to cut that crash bar. See how there's like rivets right there, rivet nets? So I'm not sure if that's gonna rivet net into something, but I won't know till I pull out the bumper. So we got the flares, we got a rear flare, one rear flare right here. That's a front flare. We got the mesh for the grill, and they gave us hardware, so good thing give us hardware. We got the seal trim, fender flare trim. But they did label which is for which. I already know this is gonna be such a project doing this solo. If I was still in San Diego, I had my cousin help me. But everything's all labeled. You can see front splitter, front lip. I don't know what FC is, FB, and F sensor is. I don't know what those are, but I do know this is for the flares. It says rear flare. It says front flare. So, and then we got the canards right here. So I'm pretty sure I would be doing the flares, install the flares first. Stock bumper needs to come out, test fit that along with the splitter and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and air this car out, and I want to see how it looks taped up, and we're gonna measure the distance from the wheel to the flare flare fender lining, and we'll see what kind of wheel specs I come up with. Alright guys, we got the test fit on. Dude, I can already see the vision. So I do want to rock the stock paint for now. Right before SEMA next year, that's when I would wrap it. Due to me driving this to work, if I would wrap it after I install the kit, then the wrap would be messed up right before SEMA, and then I have to rewrap it again. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I got a pretty good deal quote for paint matching this. So it's either I paint match it or I wrap it. But I could wrap the flares black, but no matter what, that front bumper still needs to be paint matched. So I'm not sure what I want to do. $600 to $700, I could just paint the whole kit. I might just do that, easier. But before painting, you do want to get it installed first, trimmed up, everything fitted right before paint. That way, when you are already have it painted, when you install, everything will be smooth, nothing will crack with you like flexing it or trimming it or anything. So don't forget about that. Just make sure you fit the kit first before painting it. So yeah, I'm really leaning towards painting the kit. So we'll see what happens, but let's get to it. Let's measure the distance from the wheel lip to the inner of the fender trim. All right, so here is how I'm measuring it. So you see how I'm already tucking right there? So keep in mind, I already have a 50 mil spacer in here. So right now, this would be a plus 22, all right, minus 50 mil. This is already gets it in the negative. So after that, we're just gonna measure the, after you add, or after you subtract the 50 mil from the 22 offset, right? Then you will add this right here to the lip, okay? And that's pushing about, it's a shy 5 inches. Let's see if I can go down a little bit. 5 inches. 5 inches, yep. All right, so I'm actually a little stuck. So I'm actually running a 1.5 spacer. So if the wheels are 22 plus 22 offset, when I added that 1.5 spacer, so each 1 inch rule of thumb is about 25 millimeters, so 25 offset, right? So if I subtract that, right, so a 1.5 should be about 37.5 millimeters in offset. So if I subtract 22 minus 37, I already have negative 15.5 in the rear. This is running about negative 3-4 camber. You can't really straighten this out unless you get rid of the bottom, um, what's it called, that bucket that holds the spring, or that holds the suspension, like the either the spring coil or airbag. You can't straighten this out. I already tried it. So in order to straighten that out, I need to get rid of that to get the extra arm, and then I would have to get a custom bag to go directly on the shock. So let's just say this is the natural camber I'm going to get, negative 3, negative 4. So the thing that I'm stuck is when I measure the disc going straight up this way, it's about 5 inches. Okay, so but if I measure this way, going straight out instead of going straight up, so measure this way instead of going straight up, stay right here. Let's say it's about 4.5. Still kind of big, right? Because if you do 4.5, right, each 1 inch is 25 millimeter. If you times that, that's over extra 100 offset. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, I don't know. It just makes any sense. So for sure, I gotta run some big wheels in the back, 12s, 12.5. But that offset is just, it's tricking me. Like, I've never heard of like getting wheels that are negative 100, you know? The specs they did tell me, Pandem, see, they're unsure as well, and everyone that asked, they're unsure of the specs. I'm not sure if they're running spacers or not, but Pandem did say negative 60 in the rear plus 20 mil spacer. So if you do the math of that, you know, that's about 20, so negative 60 plus 22, that's about like negative 82 in the rear. Like, that just seems crazy big. Let's check out the fronts, because they did say negative 45 in the front. So in the front, I'm running no spacer right now, and it's either like in between of no camber and negative 1 camber. So let's go ahead and check out the front. Yeah, so I do know on the Street Hunter kit, less aggressive. I believe B-Can was running negative 64, negative 10 camber. So on that kit, you could run like a negative 40. It's just this kit just seems so wide. I mean, it doesn't look too wide, but I guess when you dig deep in there, you know what I mean? It's pretty freaking wide. Like, let me see. Half my hand fits in here. So let's go ahead and check the measurements on this one. All right, so coming from the tire, if I do it from the tire, it's basically like the lip. Coming from the tire, I'm getting about, let's see if you can see it. It's about 5 inches. Should be able to camber it in if I need to. Like, I don't mind running some camber, just running excessive camber. I just don't want that. So, right. So let's just say it's at 0 camber right now. So if we do 5 inches, still makes no sense. Hold on, 5 inches. Yeah. So right now, no spacer. Right. So no spacer. This is plus 22 offset in the front. A 5-inch extending outer. Yeah, 5 inches extending outer on here. That'll be extra 125 offset. So if you do the math, you know, 125 minus the 22, it'll get you a negative 103. So this will be negative 103. Still doesn't make sense. I guess it would have helped if I had the hub wheel tool. I might just have to buy it now that I'm running with these numbers. It makes no sense. So same thing, 5 inches. So I'm kind of just writing my notes right now. So like 5 inches. We'll put this at negative 103 with the wheels. With my LE37. So it makes no sense. I'm gonna buy that hub tool and we'll do another test fit of this kit. Like I said, I want it to be perfect. I hate running spacers. Like, this is the first time in a long time I'm running rear spacers on here. It was just so sunk in with the natural camber, so ugly. So I had to put that 1.5 inch spacer. This is gonna be a job. I already see it. But first things first, I need to order those wheels. So I'm gonna go. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm gonna order maybe on Amazon Prime or Amazon or whoever. I try to contact anyone local that had a 3D scanner, but I guess nobody wants to make some money. So now you guys have it. I got the Pandem kit for my 2024 Nissan Z. I am going to be installing it soon. But besides that, it looks like I'm not using rivet nuts into the kit. It looks like they want you to drill from behind the kit and insert the bolts from behind inside the inner panels. So I don't know. Wish me luck, but I need these wheels. So wheels got to be perfect. Not spending 5-6K on wheels and it's not perfect. I got to run a spacer. So yeah, guys, stay tuned. Subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. I'll be back on this YouTube content, hopefully, every week. But I don't know, it's just, I got a busy schedule. So you guys don't know, I am the host of Fusion Auto Show. I have my own business. I do laser engraving, and I still work full time. So it's a mess, you know what I mean? You know, I still got to take care of my kids and everything. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.